Hello everybody, TQS here. For this video, we're going to look at the event in DragonHeir. It's going on for the early servers right now. It's called Awakening the Spring of, I think it's Iskalland, but I might be pronouncing it wrong. It might be pronounced Iskalland, like how island has an S in it, but you don't really hear it. So, I really don't know. I kind of like Iskalland. We'll see if that's the way the developers of the game say it or not later though. Alright. So basically this is an event where you collect ice ore to summon the legendary hero Aladia, and I'm going to show her a little bit later. Right now we're going to talk about how you collect the ice ore. So there's three main ways. One, it says Snowstorm Dungeon. Two, summon to get ice ore, or to get ore. And the third is the Continental Challenge. So with the Snowstorm Dungeons, there will be 6 different events during this. Each event will give 15 ice ore, so 6 times 15, you end up with the 90 total. The first one was Grave of Venom. You just had to do enough Grave of Venom runs in order to get the ice ore, and then if you did the higher difficulties, you got more. I think if you did them faster, you got more. So right now this is about halfway through the second dungeon, and you can see here I've already did all of this. I've run quite a few times, so I've gotten both the 5 and the 10 ice ore. Got that one completed. So again, I also got the one before it completed. That's why I have 30 out of 90. And then summoning to get the ice ore. We'll check this out exactly. The good thing about this is on a main banner, so any unused unused pity basically should carry over to the next orange banner, the next main banner. But as you guys can see, summon 5 times, you get 10 ice ore. Summon 20 times, you get another 10, so 20 summons, you end up with 20 total. And then 30, you get the legendary scroll, which is nice. 40, you get another 20. So total, that'll be 40 summons for 40 ice ore. And then most people will want to stop there. If you can get average of 11 million per boss, then 40 should be enough. But then you can see the extra rewards. Another 2,000 of the Essence of Creation to help upgrade artifacts. And 60, another 20 ice ore for 60 total. So 60 total summons for 60 total ice ore. This is a nice reward, but I don't think most people make it this far because they end up saving their dice. And then just more Essence of Creation. So we'll go back. And the Continental Challenge, there are 6 bosses around the map. Every week you can only challenge each boss one time. The first week you can challenge a total of 3 bosses. The second week a total of 4 bosses. The third week a total of 5 bosses. And the fourth week, the last week, a total of 6 bosses. So last week you're going to want to face each boss one time to get as many points. Now here you can see the damage required. 200,000 you get 1 ore. At 3 million you get 2 ore. 7 million 3 ore. 11 million 4 ore. 22 million 5 ore. So of course the goal is to get at least 22 million to get 5 ore. And I was able to get 3 bosses at 22 million the first week, which is why it says 15 out of 90. And then you also have the opportunity to get a few more ore from the challenge leaderboard. Depending on where you are and how high you rank, it varies. So some people will be able to get 5 or 6, and other people might get 1 or 2. I'm hoping I can get about 3 or 4 in that range per week. That would be a nice boost for me, but that's going to change a lot for different people. Now let's take a look at what the actual hero is. So Aladia, support in the ice element. Spring of Iskalland or Iskalland. Again, I really don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce it. So her passive ability: when an ally with a shield takes damage, there's a 20% chance of inflicting attack penalty 2 on the attacker for 10 seconds. It grants a 10% target's max HP plus 1800% enlightenment shield to all allies for 10 seconds as the battle starts. So a shield to begin, which is nice if you're in PvP, and some people kind of run the rush comps, especially with the, I call them assassins, but the guys who jump to the back line. That will be Shagrol, Questa, Hegio, Caraman. I think those are the 4 main ones people use. Nastjanka is actually really strong, but she's an exclusive, so where I'm at in PvP, I don't see her as often. But the shield will be good for those types of comps, or good when you're facing those comps. Now her battle skill deals 300% attack cold damage to an enemy and removes all their shield. Targeting a non-elite enemy will steal their shield instead. So for non-elite, I believe that dungeon bosses and the vortex boss are considered elite, but anybody in PvP would be considered non-elite. I believe that except for the one boss in the Pillar of Trial, all of the waves are considered non-elite, and everybody in the Fae are also considered non-elite. So this will be good PvP, and in some other cases, some of the Pillar and Fae to steal shields. That'll help against the stall comps. Now her ultimate ability, it's a full board, which is always nice. It deals 650% attack cold damage to all enemies with a 50% chance of inflicting them with frozen for 3 seconds. Grants a 12% target max HP and 2500% enlightenment shield. And control immunity to all allies for 10 seconds in the meantime. Now you can see it increases shield 10%, increases the chance up from 50 to 60%. Then just the energy requirements. I believe this already shows that with the initial and required energy -3, I think, but I could be wrong about that. So this control immunity is very good for things like PvP and Fae and Pillar, and it might be good for a couple bosses, but most bosses you won't need that. So overall, this kit is a PvP type kit and PvP type hero. Don't know whose face that's supposed to be on her back, but that's kind of an interesting design with the gem there. Alright, that's my review for the, we'll see if I can pronounce it, Awakening of the Spring of Iskalland event. Hope everybody's doing a good job saving up resources, building their teams. Hopefully I can get it with only using 20 dice. That's my goal. I don't know if you guys have goals you set you try to get, but I should be able to get it with 40. I'm hoping for 20. And we'll see how the event goes. Good luck to everybody out there, and let me know if you have any questions. Alright, take care.